big backstage interviews, mainly with the Ram answering some questions here tonight to see who will, uh, what will be moving forward, what will go on moving forward towards our summer event, and everything else in between. Now, Ram, we've gone through this dance many times asking different questions. Um, in general, how do you feel about the landscape of TPW? You took out Shibata as well as C. Brown and injured him, and now it left with Freddie being the main champion after winning 2 weeks ago the vacated tournament for the title. He had successfully beat your corporation member Randall, and he was the last person to face before you at the summer event. So, how are you feeling going into this match? How do you feel about this change of landscape in TPW? Well, to answer your first question, Pepperjack, I feel great. As you saw, I was doing really well in that handicap match at the USA pay-per-view. I didn't have any problems, any difficulties. I'm 100%. And even more so, now knowing that whoever wins at the summer event will face Cayenne. That's if he decides to pick my title, which I'm pretty sure he'll pick the main one, because knowing Cayenne, I know how he works. I don't think he would pick any of the minor championships or even the mid-carder title at that point. So, anyways, the landscape of TPW, I'm not afraid about, because as you saw, the corporation is still in control. And we made that very clear when we injured Shibata and now Daniel Brown, two people who were going against the corporation. And we clearly had that in mind when we sent out Edward to interfere in that match and the main event match of today. And it was definitely something that we wanted to happen. We wanted to injure purposely Freddy. And why do we do that? Because unlike the Chosen One, he's aligned himself with us. We don't have any beef with him. That's all you gotta do. You gotta align yourself with the best team out there, is the corporation. As long as you do that, then you'll be dandy and you'll be able to keep moving forward. If not, you'll end up like Shibata and like currently who got injured was Daniel Brown. Well, speaking of those injuries, we know eventually they'll be back to get their rematch. Well, Shibata to get his rematch clause, as well as Daniel Brown will be, I'm sure, fuming with being injured. Are you not afraid of those things? Especially with how talented they are and how young they are in their careers. You know me, Pepperjack, all this time. I'm not afraid of anyone, including anyone really in this company. I'm still the face of this company as long as I can stand, like I told Shibata before. The reason we picked Chosen One is because he's still young in his career, and he's just starting out. I mean, he's only, I'd say, 20 years old, and he's already accomplished a lot. And that's why we handpicked him to be the future of this industry, because he's willing to go on board with what the corporation or even the board members have to say. And that's something we look for in a head superstar, is a person who's a yes man, who wants to move forward with the help of experienced ones like us in the corporation. So yeah, to answer your question, I'm not afraid of anything. moving forward. Well, another thing to ask is the summer event around the corner as well. But we know that Razor has returned. He returned in the Battle Royal. Uh, so are you not afraid that he'll come back to want to go for his championship? Obviously, maybe giving Cayenne some breathing room first to get his opportunity, most likely at the championship, depending on who was ever champion by that time. It could be you or Freddie, or maybe even Shibata if he comes back sooner. But are you not afraid of that outcome that Razor might come back for the championship? Like I said, Pepperjack, I'm not afraid of anyone. The only reason I lost to Razor before was again because of my son Destroyer getting involved last minute in that triple threat and costing me a long time ago the championship. It was like a year and a half ago that first happened when we came back on air to TPW. But the thing is if you're willing to go to those links to come back at like a red hot moment of the corporation being on top, then that's up to you to decide what side you want to be on. Do you want to be on the side that's dominating or the side that keeps getting injured and beat up? That's a logical question that you gotta answer yourself. But either way, I don't see any intimidation factor from Razor. We've fought before many times in our career, and if I walk out champion at the summer event, that'll be no different. Well, just some final thoughts on this whole thing here. Jake won the mid-Carter #1 contendership. He's going to face C. Brown at the summer event as well. Are you not afraid that he will dethrone C. Brown for the mid-Carter title, knowing that he does have a team to back him up just like you do? The faces actually got moved to the away show because of you guys. Are you not afraid that they'll be coming for you guys once they win the mid-Carter title, of many titles that they might want to get back, including the tag titles that they technically never lost? You stripped them of the championships. I mean, I'm not, again, intimidated by a young team like them. They have no experience, and up until now, they haven't proven anything besides recently winning this opportunity at the mid-Carter title. So no, I'm not afraid that they'll be coming for the championships. I'm sure more people will be coming for our championships too. But so far we've been dominant. The only championship we haven't won yet would be I would say the main championship, so that's all we gotta keep in the back of our head. So just putting it that simple, that moving forward, we'll hopefully uh, keep gaining advantages heading into the summer event, which again is only uh, next month, so it's not too far away. A 2-night event, and leading the shows into that, we'll figure out what we want to do moving forward as the corporation. But thank you for your time, Pepperjack. That'll be all for the questions for me. Well, thank you, Ram, and thank you for answering all those questions. That is the end of our interviews tonight, because like the Ram said, there's not many people left. So we're going to end it there with the interviews. Thank you for tuning in to our pay-per-views as a 2-night event. as well for the USA pay-per-view and the old school event. So remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel is TPW, as well as our Twitch channel is Comics R100 to see more live stuff there. And we'll see you next week for some more action of TPW.